I've spoken a lot on this program about the crime crisis, the youth crime crisis that is across Victoria, particularly in Melbourne. You've got teenagers stealing cars, breaking into houses. We've had to change the laws around machetes. It's absolutely out of control. Victoria Police try and do the best job they can, but they've been struggling to fill more than 1,000 vacant positions. No one wants to be a police officer anymore. Well, a group called the Safer Places Network has come up with what I think is a really interesting proposal. They say they could save police around 1 million hours of work a year. I'll repeat that, 1 million hours of work a year. Now, currently detectives, and I'd not even thought of this, face significant delays when they try and access CCTV vision, like cameras from your house, while investigating these home invasions. But under this proposal, homeowners and shop owners would be able to voluntarily add their cameras to a registry so that they could fast-track this process. Joining me now to explain how this might work is former Victoria Police Detective Dave Bartlett. Dave, thanks for your time. Explain how we could actually do this.
So, Steve, at the moment, let's say in Victoria, like you mentioned, a 000 call comes in about a home invasion, like you just mentioned. Police are notified. It might take 5 or 10 minutes for them to arrive. And at the moment, they arrive at the crime scene, they process it, they look for fingerprints, they look for DNA, and of course, then they go to look for CCTV. Every day we see CCTV evidence on news and on social media. We know as a community how important that is to solving crime. So what they actually have to do, though, is then they look around the streets, around the vicinity of that offence, and they look for security cameras. So police actually have to physically walk along a footpath, look under the eaves of a home or go into a business, disturb the business, speak to the manager, try to find someone who can access that camera, who knows how to use the footage, who can retrieve that footage. And then police have got a tool from then to deal with that. But at the moment, they don't know where these cameras are, so they have to manually look for it. It's very laborious and very expensive. And it actually leads to slower closure times for investigations because it might take days for that evidence to be collected.
So your idea would be to establish a register of where all the cameras are. Police could say, OK, there's been a crime committed at this address in this street. They could log into that register and say, there are cameras there. Will they be able to then get the vision direct off the register, or will they have to get permission?
That's a really good point. So the permission always stays with the owner of the camera, absolutely. But in that same scenario where there's a 000 call for a home invasion, say in Victoria at the moment, with our platform, right at that point when that first 000 call is made, the call taker could access our platform and they basically bring up a Google map like you would if you're looking for your local cafe or your local petrol station. That Google map would come up and it would show little camera icons of exactly where people have voluntarily registered their house or their business to say there's security cameras. So within, say, 60 seconds of a crime even occurring, police could already be having those conversations with CCTV owners to start that collection process. So we're taking a process that could take 3 days down to a few minutes. And again, like you said, it is voluntary. We do not have remote access to people's cameras. When people sign up at saferplaces.com.au, they're only asked very basic questions about their house, what kind of cameras they have, and their personal details like mobile phone and email. It's free and it takes about 90 seconds. And what that means is it takes the administrative burden from Victoria Police, because Victoria Police does have a small amount of select registers, but they're very localised to, say, a single suburb, and they're just kept in a spreadsheet for that local police area to deal with. What we have is a national network, so even interstate police could very, very quickly, like the AFP, for example, could access cameras or access locations of cameras in Melbourne.
2 quick points. So I've got 3 cameras at my place. If I sign up, how can I be comfortable that somebody who has access to the register is not watching what I'm doing?
We don't ask for any technical details about your cameras other than the brand. We don't ask for your passwords. We don't ask for screenshots. We don't ask for any footage from your camera. We're only interested in external-facing cameras. We've got no, and Victoria Police would probably agree with this, they've got no interest in looking at any private cameras, internal cameras, anything like that. Ideally, we're looking for those cameras like we see every day on the news, those cameras that cover footpaths, that cover your driveway, that might identify a red car going past or an offender with a machete running past a house. They're the cameras that we're interested in, and we don't ask for any detailed information about your cameras at all.
I think it's a great idea. Are you getting any Any feedback from either government or police command that they might take up this idea?
Look, we're in early discussions with Victoria Police at the moment, but it's really up to them. At the moment, the platform's available. But for us, the most important thing we need to really hammer home is that it's a community-led but privately managed capability. So for us, we need the community to get behind this. And we're working really closely with Neighbourhood Watch Victoria because we see this as a grassroots alternative to contributing to fighting crime, as opposed to what we're seeing in Truganina and other kind of community-led vigilante groups, things like that. So we're trying to move away from that and find a more positive way for communities to band together and contribute to making Victoria Police more efficient so they can get to work.
Let's hope you get it over the line, Dave. Thanks for joining us, and I'll make sure everyone knows how to get in touch with you. That's a great idea, I think. I mean, you don't want to waste the police's time.